Student, welcome to Gyanjyoti online classes, class 7, English, chapter 15. Topic is vitamin M. Yes, you know about vitamin. Vitamin and some vitamins good for health, and some vitamin give strength, energy, memory, etc. So this lesson speaks about the family and their grandfather. At the age of old, something they forget. That's why they think that they should give him vitamin M. So how the story goes on to the relation to the grandfather and grandson and family. In this story we shall discuss. Okay, what do you think your grandparents were like when they were young? How are you similar or different? Yes, there is a question here. This question asks to you, okay, what you are. Yes, what do you think your grandfathers were like when they were young? Yes, जब छोटे थे तो उन लोग कैसे थे और क्या तुम्हारे जैसे थे, just like you or not? That depends. That question is for you, and you have to think yourself. Okay, you may ask your grandfather. You are good to deal with your grandparents. He can answer well. So students, let's start this chapter. And here in the family, how grandfather and the grandson and the mother and how they interact with each other. Let's discuss in this chapter. I wish, said Ravi's mother. In this story, we see Ravi, his mother and his grandfather. Ravi's mother and grandfather, and this lesson is written by Asa. Okay, Asa, let's discuss. So here, I wish, said Ravi's mother. Yeah, Ravi की मम्मी बातचीत कर रहे हैं. Hurriedly putting some green, red and orange tablets on a saucer, on a plate. 3 कलर का टेबलेट को उनको मिला के वो बोल रहे हैं मैं इच्छा कर रहा हूँ. Let's see that somebody would invent a memory vitamin. What vitamin here? M is memory vitamin. Vitamin is memory vitamin. Okay. So for whom this memory vitamin? They would call it, and we could give it to old people to help them improve their memories. Old people. And memory vitamin is for old people for their memory. It's, old age people forget many things, so this type of vitamin is given to them. Shh, grandpa will hear you. ये जो बोल रहे हैं दवाई के बारे में, speak slowly. Grandpa should not listen. Yeah, धीरे से बोलो. Said Ravi, pointing to it. Ravi told the mother, frail old figure sitting in the rocking chair. चेयर में जिनके grandpa is sitting, बोले धीरे से बोलो, उसको पता चल जाएगा. Don't speak loudly. Frail means old, a weak old figures. Okay. Holding the newspaper inches from his nose to read it. Holding the newspaper मतलब newspaper पकड़े हैं. Inches from his nose to read it. Nose के सामने से रख के पकड़े. Inches from the nose means very close to the nose, and the grandpa is reading. The age of old, it is not easy to see, not easy to hear, not easy to memorize. That's why old age is very pathetic age. Okay. Don't worry, I doubt that grandpa can hear me. Yes, don't worry. I doubt that grandpa can hear me. He doesn't hear too well or see too well or even remember too well these days. I'm glad that your holidays have started from today. Now you look after him. Let's see. Last month was, she stopped and stuttered at the memory. Now see, don't worry, don't bother to Ravi. Why don't worry? I doubt the grandpapa can hear me. Because he is old, cannot hear what we speak. Because he is old, cannot hear as he is old age. Okay? So he doesn't hear too well or see too well. ना तो देख सकते हैं ना सुन सकते हैं और even remember too well this day. Remember, memory, eye, ear and memory power is gone. I am glad that your holidays have started from now. Yeah, who told? Mother told. Ravi, तुम्हारा छुट्टी का दिन शुरू हो गया है. Very good. Now you can look after him. अभी छुट्टी तो हो गया. तुम्हारा ड्यूटी है दादा का देखभाल करना. तुम्हारा जिम्मा है. It is your task to look after your grandfather. Okay, last month was, she stopped and stuttered at the memory. Yes, stuttered means trembled at the memory. Okay, that's it. It was only last month that Ravi's grandpa had come to live with them because he was getting too old to live on his own. Grandfather, अपने गांव में he was living, and because of the old age, only 1 month happened. Grandfather has come to live with them because he was getting old. Okay, and it had been a difficult month with grandpa having to be admitted to the hospital because he absent-mindedly took a double dose of medicines. और भी क्या problem है? If he will be in the hospitalized and he will be treated in hospital, and if nobody will care, then he will take double dose because no memory कि दवाई के 2 गुना खा जाएंगे. Then also it is dangerous and hard for the, very risky for the health. Yes, risk for the health. Okay, and then give them several anxious moments, and gave them several anxious moments when he got lost on the one occasion he went for a walk and forgot the way back home. और एक बार है because he lack of memory, he forgot the way and he did not come home. Yes, he had got lost on the occasion he went for a walk and forgot the way back home. So these are the problems grandpa face. So student, we can see how mother care about Ravi and grandpa. Okay, grandpa had got very upset when his daughter Ravi's mother insisted that he should not go out alone again. Grandpa अपने बेटी के ऊपर बहुत नाराज है. Why? Grandpa had got very upset when his daughter Ravi's mother, means Ravi की मम्मी उसकी बेटी है, insisted that he shouldn't go out alone again. क्यों अकेले जाने को मना कर रहे हैं तो वो नाराज है. क्योंकि I'll have, you know, Vidya, my dear, means grandmother's name is Vidya. I'll have, you know, Vidya, my daughter. He had told his daughter with a trace of the firmness that had been a natural part of his job as a lawyer, that I have been looking after myself for the better part of my 75 years. Means in my age of 75 years of age, I can look after my body myself. No problem for me. After your mother died 10 years ago, means 10 years ago means 65 years as इसकी मम्मी grandmother is passed away. Yes, that your mother died 10 years ago. I took over her duties as well as, and have been cooking, shopping and keeping house too. Means when my means Ravi's mother's mother, okay, means grandmother, when she died, grandfather is doing cooking, then keeping house, shopping, and etc. So no problem for him. First, you force me to come and live with you in this poky little flat. और बाद में मुझे मजबूर किया कि मेरे जगह से छोड़ के आया हूँ मैं. Poky means little, very small and little flat. जो congested little flat में मुझे आए. You force me to come back. Okay, I came. In this horrible means very much fearful, crowded city. भीड़ भाड़ा शहर में मुझे आना पड़ा. And then you have the right to forbid me to go out on my own. Or here you are forbidding me, is not allowing me to go to visit anywhere else. But I was in my place very nice, and you are telling that you should not go. You are not allowing me to go anywhere else. Who told? Grandfather told to Ravi's mother. It's clear. Grandpa hated the noise and bustle of city life, and when they were on their own, he often spoke longingly of his small brick house in town. Let's see. Grandpa hated the noise and bustle of city life. City life, Grandpa didn't like. Why? Lots of sound of vehicles and factory, etc. Bustle of city means crowd of people, they go here and there. And when they were on their own, he often spoke. At the time when he was alone, yes, he was in his town. Do you know, spoke longingly means a strong desire of a small brick house in town. छोटा सा ईंट का घर था जो कि शहर में था. Town and city to different. So it tells that how he lived in a small house, in a brick house. Grandpa he told about this matter. Such a wonderful place. Yes, who told? Grandpa told to their family member. Okay. With that big mango tree in the garden, उस घर में अपने बाग में बगीचे में एक तो अच्छा सा आम का पेड़ था. Yes, he remembers. It is quite that at dusk means evening time. You can even hear a leaf fall. The mango tree leaf fall, and it's very nice to see. But then Grandpa had slipped and fallen in the garden late one evening. और इस garden में एक बार Grandpa सो गए थे while he was pottering around and laying outside all night. Pottering around and laying means रात में उस एरिया में चौकी wandering, just moving here and there, because there was no one at home to help him up. और वहाँ पर कोई there were no one there to look after Grandpa. Okay, so he slept. That was a month ago. एक महीना पहले गार्डन में सो गए थे. And it made Ravi's mother lock up the tiny brick house. कि Ravi's mother knew that in town that house was locked. Locked मतलब बंद कर दिया. That Grandpa will not live in this place. They will take him to their house. Okay. Ravi's mother lock up the tiny brick house and bring Grandpa to live with them. Okay. Whatever happens, Ravi, you are not to let Grandpa go out on his own. Whatever happens, Ravi, you are not to let Grandpa go out on his own. Means the mother told to Ravi that कुछ भी हो, anything happens, Grandpa will be in the house, he will not go anywhere else. Why? Because he is old, he forgets. It's too dangerous. घर से और बाहर जाएगा, वो खतरे से खेल है. It's so dangerous. He must not go out. Who told mother? She instructed whom? Ravi. Adding details of medicines to be given to Grandpa after lunch. The old age medicines after lunch. Adding medicine. What are the medicine? To be given to Grandpa. Yes. And it is already to give instructed to Ravi. Turning to her father, she said, now mother turning to her father, मम्मी पापा तरफ मुँह करके बोले, क्या बोले? I am off to work, Papa. Ravi will be here to look after you. His holidays have begun from today. Yes, now that means in this family, mother was engaged in war. She told their grandfather, "You don't go anywhere else. Rabi is holy has been started, and he will look after you. You don't go anywhere else. You stay at home. I am going to my work. I am going to my work. You stay at your own place. It's okay. So I am off to work, Papa. Rabi will be here to look after you. His holidays have been begun from today. Okay." Rabi winced at the over loud tone his mother used when speaking to Grandpa. Rabi winced means pulled a force at the over loud tone his mother used when speaking to Grandpa. Yes, Rabi winced means pulled a force at the over loud tone his mother used. Means mummy chilla ke mother shouted and told and speak while speaking to Grandpa as though she were speaking to a child. ऐसे चिल्ला बोल रहे थे कि Ravi, what? I am going off. Papa, Ravi will be here to look after you. His holidays have begun from today. In this way, he spoke like that. He was speaking like a child who couldn't hear or understand too well. Grandpa continued to rock gently and gave no sign that he had heard her at all. Now, continue to rock means Grandpa reaching his sitting, but he did not respond what mother told to Grandpa. ऐसे एक behavior दिखाए कि Grandpa कभी सुन नहीं रहे हैं. Yes, he acted in this way that he is not listening. It's okay. Grandpa continued to rock gently and gave no sign that में ऐसा कुछ हरकत नहीं दिखाई. He had heard her at all. Her means mother की कुछ बात को जैसे नहीं सुना, नजरअंदाज करके बैठे थे. Let's see. Don't worry, Mama, Ravi promised. मम्मी चिंता करने की कोई बात नहीं. Looking at his mother's anxious face, मम्मी का पूरा चिंता वाला चेहरे को देखते हुए रवि ने बताया, he felt sorry for her. Yes, he felt sorry for her. Means Ravi sorry for mother that you are very much worried. You go to work. तुम अपने काम करने चले जाओ. Grandpa will be fine at home with me. कि Grandpa मेरे साथ अच्छे से रहेंगे. Don't worry for Grandpa. Yes, you just go to your own work and don't be worried for Grandpa. Okay. Shall we play chess or watch the cricket match on TV, Grandpa? Ravi talked to Grandpa कि शाम टाइम में क्या करना है. दो चीजें, either chess खेलेंगे, shall we play chess or watch the cricket match on TV, Grandpa? What do you wish? What do you like to do? Ravi asked after his mother left. Miss मम्मी चले गए अपने काम में और पूछे कि ग्रैंडपापा तुम क्या करना चाहते हो. Grandpa played a great game of chess. He was expert in playing game. Okay, chess, very cool and cunning. Yes, very clever gambler. And Ravi found that his own game had improved greatly ever since Grandpa had come to live with him. Because Grandpa was expert in playing chess game, and Ravi was playing with him. He improved his playing games like chess. Grandpa के साथ खेल के अपना भी standard बढ़ चुका है. Yes, what we practice again and again, our standard also grows up. Okay. So and Grandpa Ravi found his own game had improved greatly ever since Grandpa had come to live with them. Okay. That's the opening move. Karpov made. That's the opening move. Karpov made when he played against the computer. Let's see. That's the opening move. Opening मतलब शुरुआती. Karpov ने शुरू किए when he played against the computer. जब computer में first time he played. He would tell Ravi, father will tell Ravi, that means as he moved a piece, yes, of chess, okay, or you are making the same mistake that Bobby Fischer made in his historic match against Spassky in an international match. What they did mistake, he could share with each other. That as As who did mistake? Uh, Bobby Fischer. Some mistake, Ravi, you are also doing so. Okay, let's see. So he told to Ravi like that. How can he remember all those thousands of chess games and still forget the names of people he meets often? Ravi wondered. Now Ravi is quite the question. Mother is telling that Grandpa is old, now he forgets. No more memory, no more literacy, no more memory. But here Ravi, while he is lived with grandfather told that grandfather could remember the name of the chairs and he has great mind. So here the question mark for Ravi. Then how grandmother say that grandpa forgot the different names? That's a very good question. Then see. You set out the chessboard, said grandpa. You set out the chessboard. Yes, grandpa. We set out means remove this chessboard. Putting each paper down, I'll just walk across to the corner shop to see if the Tamil newspaper has arrived. Now grandpa told that, okay, I have to go to somewhere else. Yes, to outside, go to outside and to read some Tamil newspaper. Let me go. Yes, I will just walk across the corner of the shop. शॉप के पीछे तरफ मैं जाना चाहता हूँ. तमिल न्यूज़पेपर आया कि नहीं आया? Let me see, go and see. Okay. Papa usually buys you the Tamil paper on his way home. So no need of you to go to where? Anywhere else. Okay. But if you want to eat immediately, I'll go now and buy it for you, Ravi. Okay, don't worry. If you need this Tamil newspaper, so I will go. Don't worry and don't rush anywhere else. Okay, Ravi told to grandpa. I hope you are not going to be as tiresome as your mother, Ravi. Like your mother, you should not be tired like your mother. So don't be worry. I will go and bring, treating me like a baby. मुझे बच्चे जैसे समझ लिए. Has he told you not to let me go out on my own? क्या मेरे अपने में जाने के लिए मम्मी तुम्हारे मना की है क्या? Told you to keep me a prisoner here? Has he? Yeah? Has he made me the prisoner? Means the person who doesn't go anywhere else, that I may be in this place. Yes? Has he? Grandpa looked suspicious at this thought. Okay? Now grandpa some suspicious doubt whether Ravi and mother has told something to Ravi or not. Ravi felt guilty for a moment. Ravi did not feel good or embarrassed. Yes. Then quickly recovered to say loyally. Yes, what loyally? Yes, loyally means within the good law. Of course not, grandpa. Mama would never treat you like a baby or a prisoner. Yes, Ravi told to grandfather. Mommy's mother doesn't think that you are a baby or a prisoner. Why do you think so? Good, said grandpa, crafting me skillfully. Then he will have no objections to my going out. If you say no prisoner and no baby, then how are you stopping me to go out? I will go. Yeah. He picked up his beautiful shiny black mahogany walking stick with a brass handle carved in the shape of an eagle's head. Yes, chali. This type of pick up his beautiful shiny black mahogany walking stick with a brass handle. Handle is made of brass, carved in a shape of an eagle's head. Eagle's head की जैसे सजाया गया है handle. Eagle's shape में है. And this type of stick. Yes, grandpa was using handle carved in a shape of an eagle's head. Put on his bright yellow cap. Yes, he put on his bright yellow cap. Bright yellow cap पहना है. and declared, I will back home before you can set up the board. Ravi, set up the board means he arranged the board, and before you do anything, I will come back soon. So don't be worried for that. Then see, off he went, means he come out from this house, twirling his walking stick. Twirling means making, he's moving, okay. Jauntily means cheerfully, leaving Ravi in a dilemma. What dilemma? Dilemma is problem. Ravi को मुसीबत आ गया. What the problem for Ravi? His grandfather would feel hot if he insisted on accompanying him. Yes, and his mother would means in accompanying him, he will go with him, or he can tell that you should not go. Then the grandfather will be hot, feeling hot, and his mother would be furiously angry. If she knew Ravi had let him go out of his own, Ravi permitted grandpa to go out from the house, his mother would be angry. So Ravi faced a problem. Why the grandfather or grandmother, mother, and he go one side of grandfather or mother, he will faced a problem. He heard the elevator door shut as grandpa went down. Elevator means prevents riders from falling into that type of door. Okay, जो बड़ा सा डोर है, जो कि जिससे कि कोई नीचे गिरते नहीं हैं. Let's see. He heard the elevator door shut as grandpa went down. Ravi decided he would follow grandpa secretly. Now Ravi had one more idea कि grandpa कहाँ जा रहे हैं. I have to go and look what grandpa is actually doing at a safe distance. चुपके से grandpa जैसे जा रहे हैं, मैं पीछे से जाके मैं देखूंगा कि grandpa क्या कर रहे हैं. To make sure he came to no harm. Yes, he ran out of the building just in time to see grandpa's yellow cap disappearing around the corner. Now, around the corner, he could not see grandpa's yellow cap. Okay, it has disappeared. His grandpa is no more could be seen. Grandpa's first stop was a children's park, where he thought himself a peppercorn or peanuts. Peppercorn or peanut. लेके पकड़ के खाते हैं, उसको पकड़ के लिए and settle on a bench. वो bench में जाके बैठ के he was eating these peanuts and enjoying this game, enjoying this children's play, watching the children's play. Ravi feeling very foolish. Yes, Ravi feeling very foolish had to crouch, means defend him behind a bush trimmed in the shape of an elephant. Elephant के shape का जो booths में जाके छिप रहे हैं to avoid being seen. Now hiding. Who is hiding here? Ravi is hiding himself from this danger. He felt even more foolish when a small child came up to him and asked. छोटा सा बच्चा आके उसको पूछ रहा है कि what are you doing here? Are you playing hide and seek here? That you are hiding this in this place? Then what Ravi answered, that I can show you a better place to hide. Not in this place you hide. We go to a different place. Shh, told, was all Ravi could say before he felt a shadow fell over him and a loud voice boomed. जैसे आवाज कर रहे हैं तो एक उस तरफ से और कोई एक आ गया. Boom means resound. How dare you sue my child? Means the word said to frighten. Shh means धमकी आवाज. Hey, don't disturb. In this very sound, a parent, one of the child's mother, observed, who are you? How dare you to treat my child like this? ऐसी धमकी आवाज क्यों दे रहे हो? How dare you sue my child? Sue means frightening word. And it was the little boy's mother. Shh, Ravi repeated to the massive lady. Massive means very large and heavy lady. But उसकी मम्मी भड़क गई. I will say you little boy. उसकी मम्मी भड़क के बोले कि मैं तुमको ऐसे बड़ा धमकी आवाज देता हूँ. Said the large lady, picking up her umbrella threateningly. Picking up the umbrella, अपना umbrella लेके पूरा मारने के लिए उठ गई. Yes, mother tried to threaten. The ultimate humiliation humiliation means offended or some chota karna, was when Ravi had to crawl out of the park on all fours. Means he tried to come out from this park. Okay. Then docking means to move head down behind the benches के नीचे चिपके जा रहा है. Creeping behind the bushes के नीचे से भी चिपके जा रहा है. Thanking his lucky stars that grandpa hadn't heard the noise and spotted him now. He is following grandpa. Ravi is following grandpa. जहाँ grandpa जा रहे हैं कि grandpa की नज़र भी नहीं आना चाहिए कि रवि उसका पीछा कर रहा है और रवि देखना चाहता है कि पापा कहाँ गए हैं. Grandpa's next stop was the tea stall. Grandpa tea stall चाय पीने के लिए चले गए. And this time Ravi took position behind a big banyan tree. Banyan tree के पीछे तरफ छिप गए to watch him. Feeling most embarrassed when the vendor sitting under the tree gave him quizzical look. Yes, feeling most embarrassed means something, not harassment, something odd. When the vendor sitting under the tree, उसके पास ही कुछ vendor ने जो बाहर में डोर आउटसाइड जो बेचते हैं उन लोग पेड़ के नीचे बैठे थे और gave him quizzical look. Quizzical look means very puzzled look. They looked कि वो छिपे हैं. They disturbed by this person Ravi. And then after what Ravi faced the problems, and I think next period we shall continue the rest of the part. So this is the part of the chapter I discuss, and rest of the scenery the next online recording we shall record and discuss. And student, you study well, read well and practice. Any doubt you can ask, and I hope you study well, and meet you once again in next period. So have a good day and meet you once again. Okay, goodbye.